Good afternoon, students. Hope so you all are well. Today we'll start with unit number 4 of CRM, that is configuration management and capacity planning. Okay, so in this unit number 4, basically it has been divided into two sections. In the first section you have to study regarding configuration management, and in the second section you have to study regarding capacity planning. So we'll see the contents at first, that is configuration management, its definition. Then you have to study the practical tips for improving configuration management. This will comprise with section 1, and the section 2 comprises with capacity planning. In this we'll have to study the definition, the reasons for poor capacity planning, then the developing an effective capacity planning process, and at the last we'll study the benefits and hints for effective capacity planning. Before proceeding, just we'll have a basic look at what is configuration and what is management. So configuration is nothing but the manner in which the components are arranged to make up the computer system. Configuration consists of both the hardware and software components. Now we'll see what is management. Management is nothing but how to manage something. Okay, management is a set of principles relating to the functions of planning something or organizing or controlling something. This was regarding configuration and regarding management. You have to study all this in terms of your IT industry. So we'll proceed in deep and we'll study what is configuration management. Configuration management is a process to ensure the interrelationships regarding what? Regarding the varying versions of infrastructure, the hardware and software, which are documented accurately and efficiently. In configuration management, accuracy and efficiency plays a vital role, so that the items will be delivered in a proper manner in a specific IT industry. Basically, it does not refer to application software system. Okay, it is a system process for establishing and maintaining consistency of a product. Basically, the consistency regarding what? Regarding the performance. It checks the performance of a product. Configuration management basic primary responsibility may be like keeping all these various versions of hardware and software accurately updated. This is the basic responsibility. It also refers to coordinating and documenting the different levels of hardware, the firmware and the software. Okay, so you may be clear with the definition of configuration management. Now we'll proceed further for the practical tips which have been used for improving configuration management. In this, actually, basically you may say that it is not an easy task to motivate someone, that is for technically oriented individuals, to document configurations of what they have worked hard to implement when they would much rather be planning and working on the next implementations. Okay, so following list shows the 8 practical tips for improving the configuration management. So we'll have to study regarding the basic tips. In this, the first one is select a qualified process owner. In this, you will just see like what are the basic steps while you select a process owner. Which priorities you'll have to think for, you will study in this. Okay, then you have the next as acquire the assistance of a technical writer or a documentation analyst. Then third is match the backgrounds of writers to technicians. Fourth is evaluate the quality and value of existing configuration documentation. Then fifth, involve appropriate hardware suppliers. Sixth, involve appropriate software suppliers. 7. Coordinate documentation efforts in advance of major hardware and software upgrades. And the 8th, the last is involve the asset management group for desktop equipment inventories. So now we'll study in deep one by one. The first, select a qualified process owner. In this, you'll have to select a single individual who has or who knows basically regarding configuration. So how you will do the selection of a qualified process owner, or how you will select a process owner? In this, you'll have to keep in mind regarding few things while doing the selection of a owner. That is, you'll have to see his characteristics depending on some priorities, like ability to evaluate documentation. You can note down these points. Then he or she must have an ability to evaluate a documentation in a proper manner. Then he or she must have knowledge of systems, software and the components. Must have knowledge of network, software and the components. Knowledge of software configuration. Knowledge of the hardware configurations. Knowledge of applications. Basic knowledge of desktop systems. He or she must have ability to analyze the matrix. Ability to think and act tactically so that it will be useful in an IT industry. Ability to inspire teamwork and coordination, which plays a very vital role in any specific IT industry. The process owner should also have ability to manage diversity. You can say in short, the process owner should have a strong working knowledge regarding all those things. Okay, then you have the next as acquire the assistance of technical writer or documentation analyst. A technical writer is one who can generate narratives, who can generate the notes. You can also say that who can write procedures in a well manner. He or she, the technical writer, must have access to all these things. At the same time, a documentation analyst is one who can produce diagrams, who can produce flowcharts in a systematic manner so that it will be useful for the development of IT sectors. Okay, then in this, the documentation analyst can also see for like the satisfactions to be done from designing, maybe implementing or maybe repairing complicated systems and networks. Okay, then you have the next as match the backgrounds of writers to technicians. In this, you just have to study regarding how the matching is done regarding the writers and the technicians. It is very necessary to match the background of writers to technicians. Why it is necessary? In order to build prior progress recommendations of having a technical writer or documentation analyst work directly with the originator of the system. Okay, for this it is very necessary for doing the matching. Actually, the infrastructure documentation comes in different forms but falls into 5 basic broad configuration categories, such as the servers, disk volumes, maybe the databases. Regarding the networks, that is LAN, WAN, that is local area network, wide area network, and at the last the desktops. Okay, so this was all regarding match the backgrounds of writers to technicians. Then you have the next as evaluate the quality and value of existing configuration documentation. It can basically expose a great deal regarding quality, regarding the value of prior efforts at recording current configurations. The most is identifying which pieces of documentation are most valuable to an organization, and then we'll decide how the rating will be done. So for this, evaluation is must regarding the quality. Then you have involve appropriate hardware, involve appropriate software suppliers. In this, just you will study regarding how the involving is done, so that the list involved with the client's documentation. How the involving is done regarding hardware and software suppliers, basically depending on the documentation which the clients provide. Then the next is coordinate documentation efforts in advance of major hardware and software upgrades. In this, coordinating in advance and simultaneously the many different documentation updates with the appropriate individuals, so that it can save our time, reduce the errors, and improve cooperation among disparate groups. Then the last is like involve the asset management group for desktop equipment inventories. It is the most challenging task of CM, that is configuration management, because configuration management involves the number, the types and features of desktop equipments. It involves large number of desktop equipments. So in this, the asset management plays a vital role. If asset management is located in the reporting hierarchy, it can serve as a great resource for keeping track of the many of paperwork tasks associated with the desktop, maybe including the name, the departments, and the location of the users. Okay, so these are the basic tips for improving configuration management, and this was regarding your basics of configuration management. Okay, so in short, you can also say that tips: select a qualified process owner. So this was the tips of selecting. Now here we complete regarding the first section of your fourth unit, that is configuration management and its practical tips. In the second section, we'll see regarding capacity planning. That's all. Thank you.